Hey, modern drummer, I'm Anton. I'm the drummer of the band Beach Fossils, and this is my tour kit. Uh, so the last couple tours we toured with a 1971 like vintage Lugwood kit, but it was starting to get kind of beat up, and that kit just belongs in a studio and not on the road. So our stage tech Nick Gutierrez was nice enough to lend his drums for this run. So this tour I'm playing a Barton drum kit. Um, the wood is vintage beechwood, and it's a beautiful satin blue finish. And yeah, playing all Heisty cymbals. endorsed by Heisty. So I have 15-inch Modern Essential hi-hats, 18-inch Modern Essentials crash, the 20-inch ride, and 19-inch Dark Energy crash. This was kind of the crash that made me obsessed with Heisty, because you can kind of lay into it and it just like creates this like wall of sound that I really love. So, but yeah, what else? 13-inch rack tom, 16-inch floor tom, and 22-inch bass drum, and playing a Black Beauty snare. It's a 6.5, and then I have a SPD that triggers backing tracks on like two songs. We have kind of like transition music and stuff that I cue as well. We have cotton balls inside the two toms, which was Nick's idea. And I guess the idea being that there's one cotton ball per inch of how big the head is. So for this one, there's 13 cotton balls in there. There's 16 cotton balls in this one. And just makes it like really dead sounding, just like very little resonance, which what works in this network. So I guess I used to just do like ride and crash, but I injured my hands like a couple years ago. I actually have like a torn tendon in my arm that needs surgery eventually, but I put a crash here just so I don't have to like weigh into the ride quite so hard, kind of like take some strain off my hand. And yeah, I've been like teaching myself to play kind of open-handed technique too, so anytime I'm playing the hi-hat, it's with my left hand now, to just sort of, take more strain off my right hand. It was tough because when I injured it, it was like at the start of the tour, and I ended up just wrapping my wrist up, which like kind of restricted the range of motion so I can get through the set, but I just picked up all these like bad habits and techniques doing that. So it's been like a process kind of like getting my right hand technique back. So yeah, so I just started playing open-handed, just like a necessity really. And it's still a work in progress, like I don't do anything too crazy open-handed, but it just like helps me get through the set. So yeah, I would say I just, I like growing up, I worship Dave Grohl, and I just thought it was like super, it just looked cool to just play as hard as I could. And so that's just how I played for years. And I would just tell drummers to not do that because I'm a cautionary tale for what could happen if you're just wailing as hard as he possibly could. So yeah, I'm just like a lot more conscious of like what my body's doing when I'm playing now, and if I feel any pain or strain or whatever, like I adjust my technique. So yeah, that'd be my advice. Just listen to your body. It's the whole like ethos of Beach Fossils is very this kind of minimal and just to the point. So that's just kind of how I think about the drumming too. Just trying to make it very kind of drum machine sounding, just like really strict, really tight sounding. So, and then our sound guy just puts a ton of like gated reverb on the snare drum. So like drummers always come up to me after the show and they're like, "You had a trigger on your snare, like what trigger do you use?" But it's literally just how he mixes it. But it sounds like a big 80s snare. Yeah, thanks so much, Modern Drummer. Check out the new Beach Fossils record, Bunny. It's out everywhere now. Thank you.